Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
What's up, everybody out there doing tonight? It's your boy, Coach Lee. It's Friday. You know how we do it around these here parts. Interview time, and boy, we got a doozy for y'all tonight. But before we get into that, man, you know I got to bring the crew on with me. With that being said, all the way from the boot tonight, what's up, Uncle Leroy Jr.? What's happening, player?
Wow, what's that? But hey, before I get this started, I got to set the record straight, man. I am not in the boot. It's New Orleans, man. It's a big distinction, big separation. So we should do it Uncle Leroy. Don't say the Leroy without the Junior. Look, y'all can't see me right now, but I'm definitely rocking my New Orleans swag. Definitely, I'm ready to get this interview going with the award-winning actress Mia Hunt, man. So, but before we get started, we got to reach way up there to the home of the Boston Baked Bean, man. Like, get our guy too on this show.
Yeah, what is good? The pitch is clear. We here. It's Friday. Let's blow it in the air. What's going on, fellas?
What's happening, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Same old, man. I've been ready all day. All day for this.
I bet you
know what I'm saying? I missed out on the gritty. I was mad at that. This is going to make up for tonight, you know? So.
Hey, it's already up there because, I mean, she's a Cowboys fan. So me being a resident Saints fan, I'm struggling with all these Cowboy fans on here. You know, so I think, we want to get on there and let fend for ourselves because, I'm ready to throw some blows. But, we got award-winning actress Mia Hunt, so, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Cowboys all day. Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can't hear you. Something's wrong with your mic. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure. Let me repeat. Hello, all these beautiful Cowboy fans. What's good? Mia's in the hood. Next caller.
Most definitely. We appreciate you hopping on with us tonight. Been looking forward to it. I know these guys have, people in the group have. You was in the group recently, so I hope you got a chance to poke around in there. A little tame right now because, in the football season pretty much.
Absolutely.
But for the most part, we go 365 days a year up in there.
Cool. My favorite season is football season.
Oh my
gosh.
Oh gosh.
So I understand.
I mean, before we get this thing started, one thing about sports with friends, we're powered by fans. So, one act, you rocking this Dallas Cowboys jersey, and you came in throwing up the X. So, who's your biggest fan? Like, who's your biggest player?
Who's my? Well, my husband is Dak Prescott, and my side piece is it's always whoever wears 88 is my side piece. So Lamb right now is my side piece. Dez left, so our fun had to end, and so here we go. So it's always gonna be Dak first right now. Yeah, I was in love with Romo for a while. We got divorced, but so right now it's all about Dak, baby, and that dang on Lamb, that 88. It nothing is ever wrong with wearing that jersey, ever.
You can't relate to that.
All right.
So
he don't even want to show his face tonight. He don't even want to show his face.
I'm sick with it. Yes,
just sick. But other than that, life's good. You know what I mean?
As a Cowboys fan, though, how you feeling? Because we are feeling we are sad still. I'm sad.
You still sad?
I'm still sad.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it. So I go down, then I go right back up. I mean, I told, I posted, after we, lost again the first round, I just said that I'm in a toxic relationship and it's okay. I admit that. I love them when they up and I still love them when they down. I'm sad, but we got to get it together. I mean, we're going to keep seeing this over and over till we make some big changes. And now we got the team. We need something in the head. So,
no doubt.
But I know that's later on a question, if I was the owner. But next part.
So real quick, before we get started, we got a little bit of a snippet of a montage of some of your work. So, okay. All right. So we're going to, hopefully I can hear the audio. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Just give me a thumbs up.
Up, ladies.
What?
Can't seat you till your whole party is here.
He's barking. Actually, I spoke to the manager yesterday about reserving this table.
Well, he ain't here today.
We really need this table.
So do those folks.
But there's like 150 other tables in here.
This is their favorite. What if we ordered for him? Don't count.
Why doesn't that count?
Because we don't see tuna melts, we see people.
Okay. We're not actually here to have lunch.
Well, what the heck you doing then?
I was singing along to I Got Friends in Low Places. Next thing I know, the car's an aquarium.
And I was a hoot right up until the attempted homicide.
We're all here for a reason, Becky. You're here because you think if you continue to drink, something could happen.
Coulda, would've, might've. Are you kidding me? We are all one step past coulda, woulda, might have. You need to dig down and face the truth. Otherwise, what are you doing here?
80 over 40.
How many weeks is she?
33. I got a fetal heartbeat. Rate's 100.
Is the baby okay?
We're doing everything we can. Did someone call OB?
Yes, doctor.
Get me a type and cross. We need 2 units red cells on hold.
Trauma surgery says OR2 is prepped and ready.
Let's move her out. She's in.
When they sent my husband to prison, we lost his income. I couldn't pay the bills. We ended up homeless.
My kids had to grow up without their father.
If I had just had childcare, I could have worked.
If I could have just gotten some help.
Help.
Whatever, David. And guess what? If you leave, I'm taking all of it. All of it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cut up your clothes.
I really don't care. Have a good night, Diana.
Whatever. You'll be back. She can't do you like I do, boo. Yeah. She got more pearls than your ass got sperm. Stupid ass. I had to laugh at myself. Right. I had to laugh at myself.
So, for those not familiar with it, that's some of her work. So, we're going to get right into it tonight. So, right off the bat, Act 1. We're going to keep the movie thing here going here. The introduction. So, for those of us that don't know, well, pretty much all of us that don't. So, tell us a little bit about your background.
My background as in acting, I started at Duncanville High School. I got into the theater program. But before I say that, let me say this. I was going to be a anesthesiologist. I can't even say it. But, I was going to work and make up the medicine. Me and my daddy decided that I was good in math, and this is what I was going to do. And I was all game for it because I'm a good student. And my father works in the industry, like, as a key grip. He, like, does the lighting and, it would take him to explain his job. But either way, as a kid, I spent the summers out on South Fork where they were shooting Dallas. And so one time I was out there, I think I was probably 12, because I think that's when my mom interviewed me. And Sue Ellen, I don't know if y'all even remember Dallas, because I might be the only old, me and Lee, But
I don't know.
Right. You may not remember J.R. Ewing and all them. But his wife on the show, Sue Ellen, had a little young boo called, and it was Christopher Atkins. He was the actor from Blue Lagoon, and he was on the show. And right there, I'm standing there watching them act, and they start tongue kissing, right there on the set. And I looked at my dad, and I said, "You know what? I think that's what I want to do." That was that. For real. It was like I was, 12. That's when your hormones start kicking in. I was already, my mama did a little bit. That's when the VHS was there, and she videotaped me in the living room and said, Mia, what do you want to do in your life? I said, I'm going to be on TV, and I'm in the boys. It's all about boys, and it's about, getting on this television. And she still remembers that to this day. So that was my first bite. When I saw that, it was just so like, whoa, this is what I could be getting paid to kiss a boy. Like, let's do this. And I ain't did that yet. But anyway, so when I got finally in high school, because they weren't taking me serious, I got to high school, I got in the theater, and at that time, Duncanville was predominantly white. And I was like the gypsy number 5 in the background running around in the stage, but I wanted to be Cinderella, I wanted to be the star of the show, but it just wasn't, he was like, do you have a blonde wig? None of that was happening. So anyway, when I went to college, I started doing more theater, and then locally in Dallas, I started going to classes. I got in classes and learned how to make a resume, learn how to do a headshot, learn how to submit casting, and I booked like a commercial for the Texas Rangers. Was my first commercial, and then I had lines and everything, and it was just off me, not really off the class, just me being me, and it just started reeling from then. So that's how I got into it, and I continue to this day to take classes and submit myself, but then it led to an agent, and it went on. But I always knew I wanted to do TV. So in Dallas, it became a little bit too small because I could do theater, I could do commercials, and I could do some indie films. But I really want to be on television. My goal still to this day is to be a series regular where you see me week in, week out, my character. So that's why I moved to LA, but that's how I started. Watching somebody kiss.
That was definitely quite the story to get from point A to point B, but that being the catalyst,
right?
Interesting. That was fate.
Yeah, it was just meant. I think this is what it is. So yeah, so that's how I started. And it's like if you.
Oh no, I'm just saying, won't he do it? I'm just saying,
won't he do it? And yes, he will.
Praise him.
Yes, he will, Saints. Yes, he will. Mm-hmm.
So, and the key thing that I heard is, you kind of started, literally started introductory, learn the business behind the scenes, so to speak, and then gradually, just work your way to, the success that you had up until this point in time. So you self-made.
Self-made. Wasn't nothing like nobody else in the family was in front of the camera. My dad always worked, behind the camera, and my brothers even to this day. But I did try to do that. Dad was like, maybe you get to know people. So I did like production assistant work. I did makeup. I did wardrobe. And I mean, I was mad. I think I quit doing PA work because they were like, leave their food out on the table and I was supposed to go pick it up. I was like, no, man, I'm supposed to be in front of the camera. So I stopped that. And, I went to college. I got 2 degrees, but it's something about acting that just never leaves me. And God keeps putting me on that path, no matter. I try to run from it because, of course, I could be making a good career, making good money, living well. But I prefer to be a struggling actor. So. I mean, it's good. It's a passion. It's a passion. It's a passion. And once you get bit by that bug, you'll hear athletes who will cross over into acting. It's just when you get it, it's nothing like it. It's a high. It really is. So I cannot not do it.
Now you talk about how athletes and different people would cross over to acting. Mm-hmm. If you were to cross over to anything, what would you cross over to?
I mean, not athlete, right? Just anything.
No, just anything.
If I could be even if I don't have the skills, I could be anything.
If you don't have the skills, you just want to switch over. Like, I want to try this. I want to try to pursue it.
Oh, I would definitely be a singer. Like,
she didn't even hesitate.
I would be a singer, and everybody know I can't sing, so it's just a funny thing. But if I was singing, man, please, it'd be on and popping. I just, I would be a singer. It's so many things, and I guess that's the actor in me because nothing really. Only thing that really keeps my attention is acting. But I could do a number of things. I would like to be an actor. I would love to play football. You know what I mean? Like different things, but I'm not an athlete by no means. Never have been. So I think that's one of the questions too. But so singing, I'll be a singer.
Because we're in the world now. We all in the world now where, you know, we were set. I mean, like I said, I'm not probably you guys' age, but we probably can all relate to this. You know, hey, you have something, you want to do it, you strive it. And then, I mean, so for some people, I wouldn't say stuff fails, but people go in different directions.
Right.
So in this world today, you know, it's good that people could go in different directions and it's okay. Rather than, you know, hey, go to college or, you know, go get your degree or whatever. But there's so many other things and ways in this world to be successful.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, singing is one. I mean, it's like so many things. I want to open up a homeless shelter. I want to work in mental health. I want to, you know, I'm the sky's the limit for me. And I'm just hoping that as I progress in this acting career, I could do some of those other things that I want to cross over. I think I could get in the booth and they put that little tone thing, whatever they do, the auto tune, and I can sing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna release me a single, just, you know, just off top. So
I need a feature.
I don't. Huh?
I need a feature.
What you say?
I need a feature.
Oh, absolutely. I'll let you on there. You rap, you sing, what? Okay.
I'm a rapper. I'm an inspiring rapper.
Well, I play the trombone. I play the broken trombone. So hey, all wrong notes. That's me. But,
we got us a band going. It's a band.
But you know, Hudson, she made that transition. She was a singer, and you know, now she's all over. She's all over the movie scene. So do you think it's easier coming singing going into acting or acting going into singing?
It's probably easier going from singing to acting. No, yeah, wait. From acting to singing, because acting, it does seem, or once you see it on screen, it appears to be easy. It's not that easy if you're not an actor. If you don't have it in you to really concentrate and to really lose yourself in a character or in whatever you're doing, it's no longer about you and telling this story. That's not easy. It seems that way. That's why we stay in classes. We still do what we need to do because it's some inner work you got to do.
That sounds like watching guys, you know, ironic, you know, talking about CIs, you know, inform how you got to lose yourself in character. Just, you know.
Right. Did we say Eminem lyrics? Is that what he quoted? Because you were going in and out, Louisiana.
I think that's what he said.
No,
New Orleans.
Yeah, you heard that. But I was just asking that, you know, just about losing yourself in the character. Like, you know, how does that, you know, take repetition, practice? Like, how do you do that?
It takes a little of research, like probably, especially on those, on my reel, which will be updated soon. But on some of those, just even on those smaller roles, I hadn't watched any of those shows prior to auditioning for it. So the minute I get the audition, I immediately go and either try to see a clip of the show just to see the tone, because my tone may not agree with the tone they need with the show. So you start with, you gotta understand that. You gotta, I've never been a waitress before in my life because I always thought I was clumsy. So when I did get it, I was like, oh my God. But I watched some stuff about some waitresses. I, you know, went and ate at some restaurants, just kind of understanding, because that type of waitress ain't the normal kind of waitress. She's supposed to be cranky. She's supposed to have been there for 20 years. So what she say kind of go. So when I each role, you have to go in and you really got to kind of do your homework. And I do it even with the smallest roles or things that you think simple. Who can't play a waiter? Who can't, you know, play a mother who's been to jail, you know, because that's one of the clips like that. But, or even I think that independent film that ended the reel, I was a woman who couldn't have babies. Me and my husband couldn't conceive. I had plenty of babies. So, you know, that's some homework. So I had to mentally know how that felt. You know, I talked to some people. I have girlfriends that can't have children. So it's really, I had to go in and talk and think about that, because it was times where I'm supposed to get emotional in that, in the movie, about the fact that we can't have our own baby. I didn't want to adopt. I didn't want to do this, but really, I really don't know how, you know, I'm fertile myrtle. So I didn't, you know, so it's about losing yourself. Right, and making it real where people really believe, you know, and so it's research and it's taking some quiet times. We were on that set for I think 12 days, and we shot it out like in Grand Prairie or whatever, Mansfield, and it was so many lines, so many things. So that's one thing. You got all these lines, and you still got to find that character. You got to find that emotion. You got to find what's making this person tick. So a lot of times I channel somebody I know in real life and think about knowing them, like that character. Mm-hmm.
That's a real good nugget right there. That's really good.
So,
Thank you.
So what's been your greatest accomplishment thus far as an actor?
Ooh. I mean, well, I won that Best Actress for the short film that I did in Rest Area. That was huge. I'm like, what? I'm winning awards? What's going on? You know what I mean? You do it, but you don't really think. I wasn't thinking about I'm out the award. I'm thinking about a mother, and it's a short film, so I don't want to give that stuff away. But I had to really get into that because what happened to that character had never happened to me. But in that moment when that camera came on, I felt like I was that woman that this was happening to, and so it showed through. And so that was amazing because I had no idea that was coming. You know, the director and the producer, he's doing a really good job of putting that film in as many festivals and everything. So to be recognized, and we don't know none of these people in the festival. So it wasn't like I called all my cousins and like, vote for me. You know what I mean? This was just something. So that was huge and let me know that you just keep doing the work and eventually I'm gonna get that Oscar. You know what I mean? That right role is gonna come for me. And I really want an Emmy because I'm TV. So that would be big. Good Girls was my first reoccurring role where I got to come back as the same character. And it started out, I had 2 lines, shoot one day. And then I was coming off another shoot and my agent called and was like, oh my God, Good Girls want you to come back.
Wow.
Then she did that again a couple months later. She said, girl, they keep calling you back, and had the show not ended, I do believe, I was on my way, So that was huge. That was huge because that's what I want. I want to be a recurring character that you see. And I'm segue real quick. I was at my cousin wake, rest her soul. I was at her wake tonight, and someone came in and recognized me with my mask on. And because Good Girls was her favorite show, blew me out of the way. She was there to see my cousin from one of her cousins. And she said, I think this the lady. She said, are you on TV? Blew my mind. That just happened tonight. So
wow.
it's a lot of highlights. It's a lot of highlights. That's what you do it for. You want to be, in that thing, just to stay and be recognized for your work and what you do. And she was like, she knew my lines.
Wow.
So you never know who's out there and who's watching and what's doing. And also that director said, you were just so real and so authentic that I just thought you were perfect, and he kept bringing me back. So.
And that's one thing that we our fandom moments. That's we had one with like the biggest moment. Like that's things that you remember. Like, and that's a great story. Wow.
Yeah, that tripped me out, and that just happened tonight. So yeah, that was crazy.
Okay. Wow. So it's the small things like that, that can continuously inspire you to keep, and actually give you confirmation that what I'm doing
absolutely
is what it should be.
Yeah, because you doubt, you come through, and sometimes your faith is like, say, man, let me just go on out here and make this, $40 an hour and push this paper at this job, whatever it is. With me, it was school teaching. Let me go and teach these kids and do what I need to do because I need to have some consistent money coming in. But it's just, I love teaching the kids. Lord, don't. I'm an amazing teacher. And I still got students to this day from years ago because I'm only 28, but my students still today, they tell me how proud they are of me. They follow me on Facebook, and it's just tripping them out because they said, we remember you, like, hey, y'all stay in here, lock the door. I'm running to this audition. I'll be back because I talk, bigger kids.
Wow.
And so they just like, she never gave up. So, it's all about inspiration, inspiring, and showing people, go for what you want. This life is too short for you to just be, maybe I should try it. Go do it.
It's true. So tell us about, so if we weren't reading your resume, which we can, but tell us something that we may not know from your resume.
Something you may not know from a resume. Well, a lot of things on my resume, as you get more credits, you have to take things off. So there's a lot of stuff that's not on there no more. But from my acting resume, something you may not know acting wise, or just anything?
Anything.
Oh, anything. Oh my God. You probably wouldn't know that from my resume. If you look at my active resume, you probably wouldn't know that I hold a master's degree in counseling, that I had a set of triplets without in vitro. Look at his face. Two was like,
I know a friend that was, his wife was struggling to have kids, and it took something, and he ended up with triplets. He just wanted one. He ended up with 3.
Right. Well, I didn't. I wasn't, no problems. And I dropped 3 eggs, and I have a set of triplets now, and they are 12. And it's 2 boys and a girl. And we had no plans. It was And so, it was me and my big mouth, because I told the Lord, because at that time it was my 3rd pregnancy, and I told the Lord on my way I was like, I ain't having no babies. I just made it to Hollywood. I'm done. My girls are good. And I said, I'm going to tell this to Oprah one day, so why not tell it to y'all? Because y'all wanted me on your show, and I love it. I appreciate it. So I told the Lord driving in the car, because everybody kept saying, you pray about it, because they know I'm me and God, that's me and him all the way. So I said, Lord, ain't no way I'm keeping this baby unless it's twins. And I'm saying that, trying to make it good with me and God. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go and not have this kid. And you going to say it's okay, because ain't no way I'm having twins. Where twins going to come from? I ain't in no lineage of twins, nothing. I got to that appointment and did the sonogram. The lady said it's 3 of them. I said, girl, they ain't nobody but God being funny. And she said, I ain't never heard of that. That's the way my life kind of, So that ain't on the resume. You can only hear that story from me. And right then, I promise it was 1 baby until I opened my mouth, and he made 3. And he has provided.
Wow. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Thank
so
you.
Who's your favorite actor and why?
Yeesh. I saw that question, and that's such a tough question. It really is.
Because somebody going to call you out.
It's amazing. Amazing actors. I mean, it's so many, and a lot of them don't get the recognition that they should. I mean, because, of course, who is not going to say Denzel? You know what I mean? He's a master at what he does, and he make it look so easy and simple, but I know it's not. I've seen this man in college. I had to go watch Much Ado About Nothing. I don't know if you know this, but he's speaking a whole nother accent. He over there in England talking. And at that time, he wasn't Denzel. And I was going, who is this dude? He wasn't Denzel to me. Many people may have known him then. But he is absolutely amazing. Everything that he does, I mean, for real. It's no joke. I have yet to work with him, but people think, oh, he's a heartthrob, so I want to work with him. No, it's just because I know I'm going to get a master class. Because he loses himself in every role. So he's a bad boy. Ed Norton. I don't know if you know him. He played in that movie with Richard Gere when he had the multiple personalities. That's a bad boy. Ed Norton. Of course, it's just so many. I don't have a favorite. I have people that I study and I look at different shows. If you ever get a chance, I had COVID over the summer. I was down 3 weeks. I started watching this show. It's old. It's called The Affair. Have any of y'all seen The Affair?
I haven't seen that.
I've heard
educating us tonight.
Them people was acting. I don't know their names, but you know what I mean? So I don't have a favorite actor. When I see some people that's doing a body of work that I know, oh my God, I looked them all up. They was from England, most of them. So them some bad people over there. I don't know what they turning out, but they bad. So yeah, no favorite. It's a lot of favorites.
So you probably can't give us too much intel, but I gotta ask anyway. Okay. What special projects or what projects are you working on right now?
I am currently working on nothing, but I have projects coming that I've already shot that have not made it to television yet. That'll be coming up. So more of I have things for you to look for. I have a couple of things I am involved in some projects, but there's some indie projects, and with those, you kind of just gotta wait till it start popping off. I've auditioned for it. They say I got the role. I don't know when they starting to shoot. You know what I mean? But I might get to kiss a boy, and if I get this one that You know what I mean? And I'm excited about that. Now I did have me and my ex-husband, we were both actors, and we kissed in movies or whatever. But I was excited that I was gonna finally get that Sue Ellen moment, and then they ended up casting my husband, which it wasn't set up like that. It just happened to be that they knew he was a couple. And matter of fact, I got my role. They didn't pick him. They picked another guy who didn't end up doing it, and their next best choice was him. But he was telling me I was gonna have to drop out, because if he wasn't cast, like, I couldn't do that role, because it was kissing in it. So I still hadn't had that treat. So I got one coming up. It's an indie in LA working with this director, and I get to be, so I'm excited about that. I may not know this guy that I get to kiss. And if you caught on to the Abbott Elementary, I have a guest star that new show with the kids. I've been episode 10, so that'll be coming up. I got to work with the guy from, and I hate because I'm bad with names, y'all, but he's an amazing actor too. He was on The Sopranos. He played the nephew that was always in trouble. I didn't really watch The Sopranos,
Chris.
but I knew.
The
Is
nephew
his name Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a driver or whatever. He took Tony and did everything. Well, anyway, I just worked on a pilot with him, and I did get 2 episodes in that, and I'm hoping if it gets picked up that I'll have more episodes. And he was complimenting me like I was the award winner, and he is. So yeah, I'm excited about that too. So it's a couple of things coming down. Another show, Mr. Mayor. I think I have one line in that, but one line is heaven in my work, because the pay rate's still the same. I can say one line, I can say 10. Here we go. So yeah, those are some of the things coming up. But I think the next thing that you may see on television would be Abbott Elementary on ABC. It's a new a Black woman wrote it, produces it. Even though the director who chose me to do the episode was white, but it's I'm proud of her, out of Philadelphia, based off her mama, and it's about school. So if you haven't checked out Abbott Elementary, you should. It's funny.
Definitely be on the lookout for that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to take our first break for the night. Stay hanging back with us. We appreciate you hanging out so far. We'll be back in about 15-20 seconds.
Okay.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Gritty checking in. This Friday I'm live with STWF Media, man. Little interview coming soon. Everybody, y'all tune in, man. We got some big coming. Let's get it.
And we are back. Appreciate you. So this is where it's going to get a little bit fun right here. Can you hear us okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Going to get a little bit of fun. Hear you loud and clear.
Okay, cool.
So let me see. Here it goes. Act 3. Sports identity. So I actually had a little bit of fun with these. I'm definitely looking forward to your responses.
Oh, Lord.
Right off the bat, because we come from a proud area when it comes to sports. So when you hear the name City of Champions, what does that mean to you?
Oh. And see, I took City of Champions, and I know it's about, sports, and I took City of Champions when I saw the question, and I thought about LA, because that's where I'm currently at. I didn't really think of my roots, which was Dallas, but either way, I took City of Champions, and I took it from an actor's aspect of it. And I felt that as an actor in LA, first of all, even to move to LA, where all the biggest sharks is, all the biggest opportunities, but the biggest competition in world, for you to get up and say, I'm going to go swim with the big dogs, that's a champion behavior. That's a champion mentality. Then you get out there and you have to compete, and you may not get your first yes to 10 years later. And for those who still hang around, that still go through every day of pushing through with rejection, with just plain old hateration sometimes, just because you're not friends with so-and-so, but you got the talent. Anybody like that, to me, that's the City of Champions of just champion behavior. I think you can be in any city and have a city of champions. Anybody who like goes and pursue a dream or goes and pursue things and it's not based on money, but it's based off passion. Anybody who continues to get knocked down every day, but yet still continues to get up and try again is a champion mentality. So I really thought about that from that aspect more than the sports, because sports, I guess you can have good or bad days, but I'm not a sports person. I mean, as far as an athlete, I'm not an athlete. So I had to take that city of champions from my perspective. And to me, LA got in Dallas or any other major city where they produce television has a city of champions. And champions are people who don't give up, that don't quit, no matter what's going against them, no matter whether you are going to win or not. That you're pursuing it, that you are in the game, and that you're not stopping. So to me, that's what the city of champions meant. So I don't know if I went deep on y'all or not.
Preach. Preach. Let the church say amen, amen. Like,
amen.
I like it. Good.
So, question for you. So, this one, it kind of goes back to your roots a little bit.
Okay.
And you attended Byrd Junior High.
Absolutely.
I myself attended Reed.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Let's talk about the
go.
competition that we used to have between the only two junior highs in Duncanville at the time.
Absolutely. I want to say, because I came from Pleasant Grove to Duncanville. So when I got to junior high, it was a shock for me, the whole culture. I came from an all black neighborhood to now I'm over here and I'm a sprinkle,
Right.
So then to get into a competition. So I looked at it, to me, and this is so funny. Byrd was more like the North. Reed was more like the South.
Yeah,
Reed
we look
reminded
gritty
me
over there.
of the hood, right? It was a little gritty over there in the hood. I was like, they should have put me in Reed. What? I come from the streets. You know what I mean? I stayed in trouble at Byrd, so you ain't gonna get too much of a bark out of me. I mean, I went to Byrd. Byrd was cool, but I was like, they grimy over there. Reed, me and my cousin. I know you remember Tracy Clark.
I do.
Me and Tracy one day, one of them early releases, we gonna get out and we gonna walk to Reed with our gym shorts on so y'all can see our legs, baby. It was determined. We gonna go over to the hood side. We wanted to go see where it was cracking, because at the football games and everything else, Reed was always hype and Byrd was like nerd school, compared to over there. So yeah, so Reed gets the props from me, but my dad was like, "No, you going to Byrd." So next caller. We ain't gotta say that else.
So we obviously know by your attire this evening, and at the beginning you mentioned that you are a Cowboys fan.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Other than Dallas, what are some of your other favorite sports teams?
Other than Dallas, I like LA. I like LA Rams. I like the fire. I like the coach. Actually, is what caught my eye with the Rams when they came back, because he got some fire in him. I could tell he's firing that team up, and that's where they are right now. What we don't have, but we'll go back. I digress. I like the Rams. Before the Rams off, I was going for the Bills. Before the Rams went on, I was going for the Bills only because my boy Beasley was over there. And I want Beasley to get what he needed because he didn't get it over here. And I really like Cole Beasley because he got some heart. And he got a black wife. I don't know.
I did not know that.
Absolutely.
You didn't know that? That's why Cole was
explains a lot. No wonder he got that swagger.
That's why Cole. Yes.
Cole for the people.
Cole for the people.
Album. He has an album out. He has a great album out too.
I did not know that. Are you serious?
Yes, Cole has his album was.
I love him.
The charts a little bit. Yeah, look it up.
Baby, I knew he had a black wife, and I liked me some Beasley. He played with that heart, and he got that swag. So there you go. So it was the Bills for me as in football. And as a kid, I grew up watching the Cowboys. My dad watched Cowboys and Lakers. That's all they watched. So I knew everything about Cowboy Laker. And so I'm still a Laker fan, but I don't really watch basketball like I do football. And so when you say sports, my favorite sports teams, I'm going to go, that was the order, nothing can beat the Cowboys. So now Rams are in it. I want them to take it, even though I have nothing against Cincinnati. That they cool to me too, but we know what teams I don't like. I don't like New Orleans.
Hey. Man,
maybe we should talk about the teams I don't like.
So
my favorite uncle was Leroy. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Hey, I love it. Well, I might be uncle then, because I'm still trying to sell his character. I'm telling you.
Oh my goodness.
So, if you had the opportunity to own the Cowboys, what would be the first thing you do?
The first thing I do, I'm sitting down and I'm having a meeting with Jimmy Johnson. I need to know what we need to do to get this 90s thing cracking. That's first thing. And then I'm gonna lock everything last name Jones out of there. Now,
Woo!
Bye.
The boot. Get up out of here.
Redoing the whole little coaching thing, But first thing, me and Jimmy, we're gonna sit down. I'm gonna apologize for, because we need to get back to that. We need some fire. We need somebody that's just pushing us with all the talent that we have. So I'm ready to utilize the talent, but I know I got to start at the top. So first thing I'm doing, I'm sit down and talk to Jimmy. What can, I don't need to pull you out, but I need somebody like you. Lead the way. Who I need to go pick up.
And you gotta tell your homie. Tell your man, Dak Prescott, man, I need fast thoughts. All these slow thoughts, kill it.
Again, he gotta be pushed. That was one of them. He my polar husband. I'm gonna need him to understand you are in control. I need you to lead and then stop being led. And so don't get me to preaching about that, because when I get home, you're gonna have problems. I gotta go home to this man, so I won't talk too bad about it. But I need him to get some fire. I need him to understand. And when he didn't take a stand during the protesting and the cap days, I need you to lead that. Be your own man. You letting people just lead you around and do your thing. That's why you out here half playing. Next caller. I wouldn't get rid of him though. However,
I'll trade for Romo on a heartbeat. I'll trade it for Tony Romo on a heartbeat.
Tony had heart. Absolutely. My ex-husband absolutely had heart. He had heart. He was just fragile little thing, but he had heart. So
yes,
I get it. Battle up. I wouldn't mind having my. Go ahead.
So we're gonna take our last break for tonight, and then we're gonna slide into the finish line. So we'll be back by 15:20.
15:20.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Yes, sir. Well, everybody, welcome back. We in here chilling tonight with my classmate and friend, Mia Hunt. She is visiting home right now, but she resides in LA, award-winning actress. Gotta get that Emmy and Oscar. We're gonna get the double trouble up in
Let's go. Let's go.
So, last couple of questions for you before we roll off into the sunset. So, me, I've never been to LA. The closest I've ever gotten is San Diego and Vegas. Never been there. What would the perfect week in LA look like for a visitor like myself?
Oh wow!
Pre-COVID.
And I saw that.
Pre-COVID.
I saw that question, and believe it or not, like most people that's from the city, we don't really do a lot. You know what I mean? Like you don't really. My family, when they come in town, I want to go here, I want to do that. Everything just pop off at a whim. It's something, but it's not. But you definitely got to go to the water. You want to go to Malibu because it's beautiful. You want to go to the Santa Monica Pier because you don't know what you're gonna see. You want to see Venice, where you're gonna see the food. You want to go on Venice and just crack up all day. You could do that at Venice because people are living their best life on Venice for real. Like the weirdest the weirdest of the weirdest, but it's just something to see, and it's dirty, and you just got to get in there. You got to go and try to hike up and see the Hollywood sign. Just it's so many hills. We got a thing called Runyon Canyon, and you can everybody works out. I think one of my friends ran the Dr. Dre on there. I mean, everybody's walking up this big, huge mountain. That's where we get our exercise. Mostly everything out in LA is outside. You doing, people exercising all the time because it's that kind of state. You want to see, Rodeo Drive if you got the money. It's cute. It's but most women want to go down there and just because Pretty Woman did it and walk up and down Rodeo, go see Beverly Hills, see the houses. But Highland Park kind of make Beverly Hills look like what we doing? You know what I mean?
Really?
Because the houses are about the same. They're big houses, but it's the bigger houses or the more that if you walk up in Runyon Canyon, you can look over and see the people pools and see the mansions that's up here on this hill that could almost slide down if we get too much rain. So it's just more of the stuff is hidden. LA got a lot of hidden stuff that you'd be like, whoa. And I drive Lyft, so I see a lot of things that I used to wouldn't see before. And I'd be like, dang, that's there. Everybody want to go down to Crenshaw. Everybody want to go to the swap meet, So
Swap
it's
meet. The swap meet. That's my job right there, baby. Right there.
It's just like a big continuous Big T bazaar. You know what I mean? Like that's what swap meet.
I make the swap meet every time. As soon as I met the first time I was there, the next 3 days I was there. Like, go swap meet.
Everybody want to go to the swap meet. I don't know. But if you go to the Slauson swap meet and then you come down a little bit, that's where Nipsey had his marathon and had the and was shot and stuff. So that's still kind of roped off. Somebody that can walk you up in there. So those are the things. Universal, Disneyland, it's just all about who you with and what you do. You need time to be in LA because it is a lot of things to do. The observatory, but it's just the views. It's just the city. The city is just pretty. It's just pretty. The palm trees, just rolling around, but then you could hit up in the hood. You can go down there and see where they film Friday. You know what I mean? You don't want to get too caught up in too many places either. So, LA still got that going on. So, there's a lot of homeless. Downtown is pretty, but it ain't really nowhere I would want to hang out. So I'm just trying to think. It's just most about the water. It's about the little hidden gems to me that's up in, the mountains. It's get a car.
Okay. That makes sense. So before we get into our shout out portion of it, last question I have for you, Dan. My partners may have questions as well. You being born and raised in Texas, what do you miss the most about being back at home?
Oh my God, the food. Family, of course, but you not eating like, what I'm saying? Everybody keeps saying, oh, Mia, you done lost so much weight. You doing so good. I ain't got nothing to eat. You know what I mean? I wait. In the morning, I eat green juice smoothies. It's like, it's no food. Either you cooking or, you eating sushi or, you know what I mean? So, but I miss Saltgrass. I miss Papados. I miss a good drink. You know what I mean? That don't cost me $50. Yeah, that part. So ain't no, you don't go in the club and be like, let me buy you a drink. Nah, shorty, no, unless you balling like that. You know what I mean? So I kind of miss that, about being at home. It's just laid back, smooth out there. But what I do like about LA is that you could be whoever you want to be and do what you want to do compared to home. But at home, it's all about the food, the little, baby back shack, a good barbecue somewhere, something fired up, but they don't really have that. The food is trash. But it's healthy.
That's true. Weight, that's true.
You know what I mean? Cholesterol will be down, you know what I mean? So, but I miss the food.
That's a nugget for me. I did not know that. I would think, world-renowned chefs, this is that, but as far as like you say, just the little hole in the wall places.
Rudy's chicken. You can't go get you some Rudy's chicken or something. You know what I mean? No, you're not.
I was on the wrong side of Texas then. When I went,
you must have been in Frisco or something.
No, I mean wherever the stadium is in that area of town, that's where I stayed at. I thought it would be completely different.
Oh, Arlington.
I went to go get a drink.
Much
I couldn't get a drink. Stuff was closed. I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm from Massachusetts. This stuff's still open. You know?
You were in Arlington.
It was,
you need to come on down.
Yes.
Yeah, you need to come a little bit more south. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So, two, Uncle Leroy, what questions do you have for our wonderful guest this evening?
Let's see. I got a question. Interesting question. If how kind of question? There's all types of shows in the world. What's your ideal show that you would want to be on? And all the shows in the world you ever watched? Anything current right now? That's why I was to give you a call.
Dang, because it wasn't a current show, but I guess if I could be in something close to Orange is the New Black.
That's the show for a minute.
I mean, that right there, I like the grittiness, but the lightheartedness of it. So I'm looking for something where I've always wanted to be like do a hood role or be in prison, really, I think that was different. That's different from me. Usually I'm going to be the counselor, the teacher, the waitress, the mother. And if I was to be a mother, it's not really a TV show, but I would want to be like the mother, like on Precious. I would be Monique. You know what I mean? I want something like that where take the makeup off, take the lashes off, take the weave out. Let me go to work. So.
Nice.
You ready? Yeah, that was good.
Huh?
Orange is the New Black. Yeah, that was a really good movie. Well,
yeah, that TV show, yeah, with the women in prison, that was nice. So something like that, I would love to be on.
All right, so what's your perspective of reality TV? Because a couple years ago it was a big boom. Everyone was like, "Hey, reality TV is the new way of TV," and I think that actually messed up. So, what do you think? Reality TV was a good thing for acting, for the TV, just TV in general. Because
I don't think it was helpful for an actor. Right, it wasn't helpful for an actor. I've done a lot of plays with reality TV stars. Nothing against them. Go get your bread. If I could get on one, I would. But it's for real. I mean, I would do one, but that's not acting. That's kind of you being yourself. They do a show on me, and I could just go around my house and act the fool that I normally act, and then they kind of tweak it a little bit to do what it do. But I will, reality. I think it hurt the actor, the thespian, but it helped a lot of people get their start and get it out there. So
that's similar.
I think
to
it was
like
a good
comedy.
segue.
To like as far as with comedy, comedians and these guys that's social media stars. So do you think that's going to tap into acting too? Because right now, these social media stars, these 30-second clips,
absolutely.
Like how do you look? Do you think the
TikTok, all of that? It's giving a lot of people their start, and it's great. I would love to do one, but that ain't really my thing. That's time, but it's not acting. To me, it's all two different things. You cutting up, you acting a fool, and it's good, but that's not what I'm trying to do. But I wish I could. Like people tell me all the time that meet me in person or know me well. They're like, Mia, you need your own show. You should get on here and be. I think of something every day, but then I'd be like, dang. I don't really want to be out there like that. I don't want that. That's not acting. I mean, you know what I mean? But I have to start thinking that way. Social media and all of that, you got to start thinking that way. And so hopefully I'll get the balls to kind of let people into my world like that.
Yeah, that's definitely what's trending right now. That TikTok is just taking over, and and that's why I keep asking.
And I don't own it.
Yeah, exactly. And I want you to make a call out on it that reality acting is not true acting. It's an art. And you've actually eloquently just explained that to us and that you said in this interview. That's good feedback. That's real. So,
all right. Yeah, y'all had good questions. Go ahead.
All right, so last question for me. What is your favorite genre? You know, like me, you know, with TV series, you know, I like drama, you know, all of the drama. Like I like drama, and for with TV movies, I like a lot of action. So what's your favorite genre as far as TV series and genre of movies?
Definitely movies. I'm a love story girl. I like love story. I'm you know, not really happy endings like Notebook, you know, passion. Like I said, the affair. It don't have to be all about love, but it's real shit. It's like this could really happen to somebody, and they really going through this. You know, I like that. I like So in movies, it's definitely like Love Jones. One of my favorite. You know, it's something. It's just natural and real things we go through. You talk to your girlfriend. Like being Mary Jane was pretty real to me, you know, as TV. So I want something where I could go, damn, that my homegirl should act just like that, or I know that story. So if I once I start creating my own, it would be more real stuff like that. I like the reality without the reality show, but real life situations based on true story kind of thing. This really happened and could happen.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, you know that's all. I'll spare you the Saints jokes once we get off air, but you're coming. But that's all the questions I have. You know, really good job.
What question do you have for us, if any?
I think I kind of asked it before. I was asking how long the show had been on, and congratulations on that. Anybody want to be an actor or ever tried acting?
I had dreams of being this stand-up type of stuff, but like you said, like it's kind of like I'm not shy of the camera or the audience. It's just how I go about it.
Well, you know, my name is Ivan Parker, but I go by Uncle Leroy Jr. And, you know, so that's acting right. But I'm a character, class clown, office clown. I'm just a character in itself. But you know, I've also aspirations, honestly, for acting. But that was years ago.
So, yeah, I mean, that's one thing about acting, is never too late, because there's always a story to be told about wherever you are in your life and at your age. So I don't think that ever like a dream lost or something I can't do ever again. You could pick that up. You should go take a class or do something and see how you like it. And I'll tell you, if you really, my mama just walked in.
Hey, Mom.
Say something, hey, Mom. She walked into my.
Yeah, we see it. But the last time I tried getting into acting, they put me in choir. So I guess it's never too late to teach old dog new tricks. So,
well, when I first went to Duncanville, I applied to be in theater, and they put me in wood shop. I was out there in like 3 days.
Wood shop.
Next fall. Right.
I'm done. Like, what? I need to see my camera off because I am hyperventilating. That was funny.
They put me in wood shop, and the only good thing that came out of wood shop, I met my boyfriend in there, and I was like, oh, and we became, like the best of friends. But that was it. That was like, why was I in wood shop? God, okay, you wanted me to know this person for a certain amount of time. In 3 days, I was out. They put me in theater. Yeah.
Love it.
That is funny. Well, we definitely appreciate
where do y'all want the show to go before it goes? Where are y'all trying to go with this? Y'all gonna continue this on? You got more aspirations for it?
Yes. Yeah.
Want to co-host with women? Bring a woman into the show. What y'all doing?
All the above.
No, I'm playing.
But I mean, honestly, it's funny that you asked that because we're trying to do. We want to be a regular podcast. So we're online personalities. So trying to prepare for what we want to do is showtime. Get one of these productions, pick us up, and we have our own show. So it is that we can hit the ground running because we have multiple shows and we can different talent person. We're not just reading from the book. Yeah, that's what we're working.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see, because I don't think it is. Is it something like The View but with men?
Yes, pretty much. I guess.
That just broke my spirit.
No, well, hold on. Whoopi Goldberg. Well, he's the Whoopi. the whooping.
Don't call
No,
me.
I'm saying is that your aspiration? I don't really watch The View, but I'm saying, you know, you got The View, you got what's the other one with Tamara and them on it, the Talk. But do we have any show where it's all men like that?
No. You sparking some ideas there.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. Yeah,
We're
should start
sending your
something
cut.
like that.
Right there.
That part. I take 10% off swap. Yeah, y'all
got
should do. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Market like that.
That's that gritty grove. She said, well, I want 10% on top. And she gave the grill like, huh? Stay with me. I see you.
That's that PG. That's that PG. Yeah.
I seen that Pleasant Grove. I seen that Pleasant Grove.
That's where I'm at right now. I'm in Pleasant Grove right now, so it just came out.
I
Yeah.
seen it.
Sorry.
Man. That's funny. But we definitely appreciate you this evening, Miss Mia, man. It's been a blast hanging out with you. It was great catching up. Introduce you to some new people. Hopefully, you'll see an uptick in some new fans. People watching, we have people to chime in live. They watch at their own leisure. So, we're just trying to reach the masses, do our thing, and have fun at it.
But
they always say, Facebook got us.
Yeah, they snipped out.
What, Facebook banned this? What, Facebook didn't have our show on today?
Because we played NBC, they snapped us. So I guess, they like it that much. Me, like, I can't show us. So Facebook took it down. So we were on. We're on YouTube, so that's what happened.
We can't put the video on Facebook no more. Correct?
What?
I don't know about that. It snapped out loud.
We're
But
still trying to share to my Facebook from YouTube. Man, look at all that.
But something that we like to do here at the end of all our interviews and all our shows is we're gonna let you finish it up, but we're gonna start with a shout out. So, you want to start the shout outs for us tonight, sir?
Don't give a shout out to Mia. You are a new follower of mine on Instagram. I followed you tonight. Before the show, though. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to that. Shout out to you guys for giving me the opportunity, to interview someone in the likes of, in the entertainment world. This is great for me. Love it, And I told y'all I miss Gritty. I was very upset about it. This made up tonight. It was a great experience. So give a shout out to all you guys for giving me the opportunity to be here.
No doubt.
Love it.
Oh, well, I got to turn my camera on so I can get emotional. I got the warm and fuzzy and stuff. Thank you, Mia, for hanging out. Appreciate you. Shout out.
I'm about to throw a pie in your face, man.
Chelsea! That's all I got.
Shout out to you, Mia. We appreciate you tonight. It's been a blast. I look forward to it. You've been first class from the whole experience. I reached out to you. You was like, no doubt, I got you, classmate. So I appreciate your professionalism the entire time. Shout out to my co-host, man. Hey, it's something else we can add to the chapter of who we are at STWF. We're working on our skill every day. We're doing our thing. It's a coaching moment, y'all, and I already caught that. So with that being said, shout out to my family. Appreciate y'all allowing us to come and play in the sandbox, so to speak, and hang out and do our thing as well. So with that being said, Miss Mia, the floor is yours, ma'am. Shout out that you may have.
Okay, of course, I gotta shout you guys out. I so appreciate it. First time I'm being on a sports talk show, and I think you guys do an amazing job. And I appreciate you letting me come into your world. And I'm gonna be looking for the little cut. So shout out to where y'all going, because I know you're going somewhere else with this, and I'm excited about it, and I'll be back then. Shout out to my family and for allowing me to skip out on a little balloon release, but I'll be at the funeral tomorrow. So to hang out with these guys, it was a pleasure. Shout out to anybody that's watching that tuned in because they saw me promote it. I will be following you back too. So I follow people back, even though people say I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to let everybody follow me, and I don't believe in all that. I'll be following you back, and hopefully, y'all come out to LA. Shout out to LA. Shout out to the Super Bowl weekend. Shout out to these boys. Forever. We getting there. Yeah. And to them ain'ts, don't worry about it. But to my favorite uncle, Leroy Jr., is all good. Come on over to the team.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Thank y'all very much. Make sure y'all tune in Monday. We have the OTSBS show 7:30 sharp. We see y'all then. Appreciate y'all and peace.